Alright, so welcome guys to the NXT Takeover, the end review, reaction, whatever you want to call it. This was interesting. I still don't really agree with the whole the end thing. To be honest with you, it was really kind of strange that they had it and kind of misleading. I'm not really sure what that really entails either. But we started things off with the debut of Cien, who was a kind of former luchador type of guy who comes in to face the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. And this match was really good. Match was really good. It was a great opening match. You know, the one of two non-title bouts of the night. And we get to see Cien kind of pull out a lot of his moves. And, of course, Ty Dillinger was terrific as usual. I really liked that they had the spot where he was doing the handstand on the ropes, like he reversed it, and then, boom, super kick to the face. That was absolutely beautiful by Ty Dillinger. And, of course, Cien to take that shot to the face. And then Cien wins with his... I'm guessing his finisher, double knees in the corner there. Pretty good finish. It was a really good match. It was definitely a NXT pay-per-view worthy match, to say the least. After that, we got the NXT Tag Team Champions American Alpha taking on the Revival. I really liked the start of this match because you really got to see the Revival pull out their kind of aggressive fist-first offense, and you really got to see American Alpha try to put this into a wrestling match, which is where their forte is. You could really see the difference between their two styles, and it was done really, really well. So I really liked that. I also liked Jason Jordan's dropkick. It was just absolutely terrific. The height he gets on those dropkicks is absolutely crazy. And I liked there were two double team spots where they would both do the exact same moves as each other. It was kind of like the mirror imaging. And those were absolutely terrific. The crowd tonight was absolutely off the wall. And to be honest with you, just between the crowd, the actual wrestling, the intro segments, this really seemed like if someone had never watched WWE before, maybe there's someone from Japan or someone who doesn't really watch WWE but watches other styles of wrestling or other shows of wrestling, you would come in and you would think NXT is the main show. I mean, the commentary is still not great, but it's better than Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views. Though that SmackDown announcer, Mauro Ronaldo, that's his name, he's really good. But the NXT seems like the A show. There's always amazing matches. Again, one of my biggest problems is that WWE just fails to showcase all of their talent, and that's technically not their fault. They are limited due to time constraints, and that's why I'm a little bit bugged by a lot of the people that want shows to be shorter, because guess what? These guys that you complain about not getting TV time will get less TV time to no TV time if they have less time to even have on TV. So Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But the Revival end up winning, which was kind of surprising. I think that was the one match that nobody really could have guessed the outcome, while the rest of them were pretty obvious outcomes, but really great matches. To me, this was the match of the night. The ending was absolutely terrific. Both teams worked really well together in the ring, and in my opinion, this match stole the show. Kind of surprisingly, I thought for sure the steel cage match was going to steal the show, but the steel cage match just fell a little bit under my expectations, though it was a really phenomenal match. So then after after that, American Alpha, they have their little standing ovation, and then they get attacked by what I like to call the Usos on steroids, and they're managed by Paul Ellering, which I never remember his name. I just remember his face from seeing him with guys like the Road Warriors and stuff, which should be interesting. It's kind of random, to be honest with you, but I think, having them managed by this guy who has done, has managed a bunch of great teams, and I don't know if I'd consider him the best manager of all time, but he's seriously got some good history. Following that match, we get another amazing match, the second best match of the night, in my opinion. Austin Aries versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and we all knew this match was going to steal the show. That's just a fact. By the way, Nakamura's theme song is dope as fuck. In fact, I have it on my iTunes, and it's sitting right there. I'm probably going to listen to it after I record this and some Nuzlocke videos. But it was a really good banter at the beginning of the match, where they both kind of try and one-up each other, and it was really, really good, and it really got people involved into the match, and it was a great back and forth, a lot of great spots. The Death Valley driver on the corner, on the edge of the ring, was absolutely outstanding. That was just crazy. And then Nakamura wins with his finishing move, which is, some crazy name. I can never understand people when they say it. But it was another absolutely terrific match, in my opinion. Yeah, I have nothing really bad to say about it. Shinsuke Nakamura just continuing to be impressive. Absolutely terrific, in my opinion. And I really like Austin Aries. One thing I am a little disappointed about, Austin Aries has not gotten the reaction that, he kind of deserves. Like, he's a big name guy. When he came into the company, he should have got a little bit more reaction. Now, I haven't watched NXT in a long time. I watch every NXT Takeover, easily. Yeah, that's the big thing. But I haven't watched the NXT actual show in a long time. Whether it be because of just laziness or whether it be because I just don't feel like it. Either way, the main problem that I have with it is just that I don't know. I don't like how short it is, to be honest with you. But that's a whole nother situation. But the point that I'm saying is that I haven't watched NXT in a long ass time. But I see all these clips on Facebook of the match highlights or superstars coming out and debuting, like Austin Aries. And he was a big name star. A lot of people were talking about how great he was going to be, and he got no reaction at all. No reaction in his debut. He has barely been getting any reaction since then, and I'm kind of disappointed because I am a fan of Austin Aries. I think he's a really great wrestler. I mean, not as good as Shinsuke Nakamura in my opinion, but he's really good, and he definitely deserves to be have some sort of reaction. So after this match, we get Asuka defending her title against Nia Jax. And this was the letdown of the night for me, to be honest with you. This match did not live up to expectations. It was not very good. We see a lot of women's matches recently which are absolutely off the chain. So I guess, maybe they've set our expectations too high, or maybe it's just me, but this match was not very good in my opinion. There was a lot of spots where it just seemed like they were trying as hard as they could to force Asuka to actually compete with Nia Jax, and they just made Nia Jax kind of just sit there and take it, even though there was a lot of time when she really, it was really forced to try and make Nia Jax not be able to fight back. So I didn't like it. One thing that I really found funny, though, is that during the entrance, they have Nia Jax come down to the ring, and they zoom in on her eyes. And I feel like that they're trying to make it look like she's intimidating, but when you just have the eyes like this, like just this section, doesn't make her look intimidating at all. In fact, she has very nice eyes, but I don't get that at all. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. The ending was weak as hell. Like 4 kicks at the end. I didn't like that at all. It was kind of stupid in my opinion. Again, I think the biggest problem was Nia Jax had so much size, and they did pretty much nothing to make Asuka actually get Nia Jax weak enough to where she could hit some of her big moves. They just simply had Asuka do her normal shindig. They had, Nia Jax sell it to no end, and it just looked bad in my opinion. I thought this match was really, really a letdown. Now, it wasn't a bad match. I just think that there was a lot of spots that really just didn't make sense to me, and that it was just, I don't know. I didn't like it at all. But after that, we got a little video package with the earlier today thing, and we saw Bobby Roode go back with William Regal. That's interesting for the future of NXT. And then we get the steel cage match for the NXT title, the main event. Finn Balor looks amazing, by the way, as usual, I suppose. And this match was great back and forth. A lot of really great spots. Samoa Joe just tossing Finn Balor like he's fucking nothing. And then Finn Balor with the coup de grace and the muscle buster off the second rope was intense as hell. And really, really, really good match. But in my opinion, this was the third best match of the night, behind the tag team title match and Shinsuke versus Austin Aries. It was a really solid match, though. I really liked it. It was really good. And this just goes to show you again that this match was really good, and I still find it the third best match of the night. And, you don't get that with a normal WWE pay-per-view, which disappoints me quite a bit, to be honest with you. I mean, these 2-hour pay-per-views are beating out these 3-hour pay-per-views or 4-hour pay-per-views. And, that's something that really kind of bugs me a little bit, because I just have a lot more hope for WWE with how great NXT's been in the last couple of years. So the hope is there, but Samoa Joe retains, and that was really awesome in my opinion. And really, really good show. The entire thing was really well put together. One thing that I just didn't like was the Asuka versus Nia Jax match. Maybe it's just me, but you could let me know in the comment section below, and make sure you like this video, leave a comment as I just said, and subscribe if you haven't already. So thank you all for watching this NXT Takeover edition of the Raw Reaction. I don't know. I call all of them Raw Reactions. So, whatever. This is Shaymin Reacts to WWE. Sure, we'll go with that. All right, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. I'm about to do some nuzlocking, so that'll be out soon too.